Alright, got a high 60s target right here. Solid high 60s. Right here, somewhere. Oh, there you go. It's about 4 inches deep, 3-4 inches. It's a rose tag. I've dug these before. Not that old, not Civil War old, but it's a good find. Alright, I got a signal right here. It's reading in the high 80s. So I'm gonna dig this one. We're on it now. It's in my hand. Oh, right here. Oh, I feel some glass right here. What is this? I feel something hard. Yep, it's in my hand. It was like right here that I pulled it out. 4 inches deep, and it's a Civil War bullet in my hand. Look at that. 160 plus years later after the Battle of Peachtree Creek. First one to touch it. Let's see what type of bullet it is. Clean it off in the water. Awesome. We found a bullet. Let me look at it. Oh, it has 2 rings. It's a fired Williams cleaner. Isn't that just awesome? 4 inches deep, a fired Williams cleaner down in the clay. I mean, digging history. It's partially gray, so it's been in the water and it's been also on land too. It probably washed down because Peachtree Creek has a lot of floods. There's a lot of floods around here. So where I found this bullet, the Confederate came charging down to this area where I found this bullet, and this is a fired Union bullet. Williams cleaners, they're usually Union. The Union used them. US, not CS. Not Confederate States, but I found a lot of bullets in the past near where I found this bullet, which was right in this hole, 4 inches deep. I found Confederate gardeners, 3-ringers in this general area. 1 Confederate gardener I found only, and a couple 3-ringers and Enfields that way, all in the same general area. – 160 years later, after the Battle of Peachtree Creek, the Union, the Confederate fought here. We're finding their bullets. That's history saved and preserved. That's why I do it. I love history. All right, I got another signal right here. It's reading in the 70s. I'm gonna dig this one. A bullet reads up in the 70s on the Garrett AT Pro. See what there is. Always wear gloves when you dig with your hands, because there could be glass in the hole and you don't know what's underground. Oh, there's a piece of china that came out of the hole right here. It's a plain old plate, piece of a plate, china. Put that to the side. Still haven't hit it yet with the pin pointer. Nope, nothing yet. It's out of the hole. See. Oh, look at that. It's a piece of lead. Could be a piece of a bullet, possibly, that hit a rock or something hard and got flattened. It's a piece of lead. I don't see any rings on it or anything yet. But I believe that's period, because all the lead that I found here is Civil War era lead. Nothing new, nothing modern. So that's a period piece of lead. You got another signal right here. It's the 80s, 70s, high 70s, bouncing up to the 80s. Right here. I'm gonna dig that one, because that piece of lead that we just dug came from right over here. Moved over to this side. There we go. Wow, there's still signals after how many times I dug this creek. You see, this creek gets flooded and it brings relics. Wow, awesome. It's not too deep too. There we go. It's in my hand. I feel something heavy. And it is a bullet. No way. Amazing. It's a bullet. Civil War bullet. Yeah, it's a fire 3-ringer. Look at that. Yes, baby. Literally about 4 inches deep. Let's take a close look up of that. You can still see the 3 rings on the front. The base is all flattened, so you can't see the base. But it's a fired 3-ring mini ball. These were used by the Union and the Confederates, but mostly the Union. And on this side, you can't see any indication of any rings. 160 plus years later. Battle of Peachtree Creek. History. Awesome. Love this hobby. Wow. Any day you dig Civil War relics is a good day. This creek is loaded. I love this creek. Alright, so I'm still metal detecting here. It's dark now. And I had a 58-59 signal right about where my pinpointer is. And literally on top of the surface, I cannot believe it, what I just found. A button. 3 steps away from that fired 3-ringer. Which was right here in that area. And now this, literally on top of the surface. I just kicked it back and I saw the button. With the pinpointer. I kicked back the dirt. And that thing has a back mark. I see writing on the back. And it's all shanked up. The shank is standing straight up. No damage literally at all. Just a little bit on the edges there. But you can see like gold color. Probably the gold gilding. There's a moth there. That is awesome. It has a star in the middle. And it has some writing on the outer line. Can't believe it. I'm not even going to hold it too much. I don't want it to fall apart. I'm going to put it in the car. In a safe spot. Possible Civil War button. I'm going to search up that big maker's mark and see if I can find a photo of it online. Awesome. The Hillsborough Military Academy, also known as the North Carolina Military Academy, was established in 1859 by Charles C. II. Charles Courtenay II. He was born on October 17, 1827, and died on September 17, 1862. He was a colonel in the Confederate States Army, and was killed in action at the Battle of Antietam and Sharpsburg, Maryland. During the American Civil War, the North Carolina Military Academy was a place to train young men, students as cadets, for them to go to war for the Confederacy. During the American Civil War, the school continued to operate after II's death in 1862, but eventually closed due to the war. The main building was later destroyed. North Carolina Military Academy, which operated in Hillsborough, North Carolina, during the American Civil War, is not in use today, and it closed permanently in the late 1870s after attempts to revive it failed. This awesome recovery that I recovered is an amazing piece of North Carolina Confederate history, safe from being forgotten. I found another example on Union Drummer Boy's website that sold for $350. Amazing find.